Hey y'all, I'm back. It is Monday night. Happy Monday, y'all. For some people, it's Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning, because it's 11:04 p.m. here, my time. Anywho, as you can see, I'm showing y'all certain waxes, new waxes that I melt. This kind of goes hand in hand with my video I put out, was it today? About the new wax review, cold sniff review or something like that. Anywho, these are new waxes that I just got in last week, and I wanted to try them out to see if, how they would perform when I'm first getting them, and how much cure time they would possibly need. So we're gonna start off with the front porch. This is the tart oil and Fruit Loops. I used 2 tablespoons because my video cut off. I went over the 15 minutes and I didn't realize it, but I filled up 2 of this spoon right here and put it in my warmer. And I want to say this tart oil, even though I don't think it's fully cured because I just got it, I'm not even sure if it needs any cure time, but I'm going to let it sit for a little bit more. I just wanted to test it out to see how it would do. This did very well. It actually threw pretty well at about, I would say for the first 2 hours, it threw at about a 7 or 8. But then it mellowed out to about maybe a 5, 6 after that. And it went for about a good 8 hours. Yes, 8 hours. But then after about the 8th hour, I didn't smell it anymore. So it lasted so far. And I just got this on last Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe. And she had just made these maybe a couple of days before. Let's say, yeah, a couple of days before she sent it out, because she makes them, or she may already have them made, I'm not sure, and then she posts them and then she sends them right out within a couple of days. So most people say give the wax about 2 weeks to cure after you get it, not during the time that it's in transit. And when they make it, it's 2 weeks after you get it. The wax vendor will tell you let it cure for another 2 weeks. But this did pretty well for it to not have fully cured. So I know this is going to be, and for me to have to use so little, I just used 2 of these, so it was not a lot at all in the warmer bowl. And I mean, it sent it up the room. And when I tell y'all it smells just like Fruit Loops, she hit the nail right on the head with this Fruit Loops. This is probably the closest to Fruit Loop smell that I've smelled yet. And let me tell you, I get everything in Fruit Loops. If y'all go back through my hauls, everything is Fruit Loop this, Fruit Loop that. But I don't think I've ever had Fruit Loop just by itself. So it was always mixed with something. But when I tell you it smells like you have your nose in the cereal bag, it smells just like Fruit Loops. On cold sniff, I was getting a lot of the lemon lime, but once I melted it, I was getting all of the Fruit Loop scents. I mean, even down to, that cereal kind of, I don't know, just the way the cereal smells. I can't describe it, but if you smell the Fruit Loops, it's another smell like a bakery, crunchy, I don't know, type of scent to it. I mean, it smells really good, but she hit the nail on the head to the T with the scent of this Fruit Loop. I'm not lying, y'all. This is $11 on frontporch.com for, I think, front porch candles, front porch cone. I don't know, y'all. Let's see, frontporchcandles.com. There it goes. Hopefully you can see it good. Front Porch Candles. There you go. Frontporchcandles.com. And this date her tart oils, this is the wrong date. She did post this on her website, on her Facebook page, that she put the wrong date. It's 8/4/16. So her tart oils last for a year, I guess, before, the scent may not have any scent. But, and again, you do not need, you can use as little or as much as you want in there. I just decided to try it with 2 tablespoons, and I use this right here. And I didn't even fill this up to the top. I just filled it up enough to where, it wasn't spilling over and stuff like that. So I highly recommend the tart oil. Yes, and I do have more coming, sadly. But anywho, on to the next. Now, I believe this is a paraffin tart. This was a butterfly tart, and I believe it was paraffin. I'm not 100% sure because she do sell para-soy blend and paraffin. Paraffin, from what I hear, does not take any cure time. You could just go ahead and melt it right away, whereas para-soy does, because it's mixed with the soy, and it does require cure time. This right here, I would say the tart was very strong. It actually overpowered the Fruit Loops right here. This I put in my bathroom. When it first started melting, I could smell a hint of the banana. I smelled none of the colada. The kiwi, because it's blended, I've never really had too many kiwis, so I'm not sure really what the kiwi candle scent would smell like. I'm not really a huge fan of the kiwi scent and like oils and stuff like that, unless it's mixed with another fruitier oil scents or whatever. But the banana scent only lasted for about an hour or so before it fizzled out. And I guess the scent that I was smelling, because it wasn't the colada. I know what a colada scent smells like, but I guess it was the kiwi scent that was mostly coming through, and it overpowered everything. I was able to smell it very strongly all the way into my room. I mean, it just took over the Fruit Loop scent. Only way I could smell the Fruit Loops if I was sitting right next to the warmer, which my chair is right next to the warmer. But it was very, very strong. So her tarts are very, very strong. I just did not like, once the banana dissipated, the banana scent dissipated, I did not like the way it smelled, and it just kind of took over everything. And so I ended up dumping it and putting in something else. I can't remember what. Actually, I ended up putting in nothing, because I ended up dumping the Fruit Loops tart oil because it had already, the scent had already burned out. And I put in the Lake Providence Lodge lemon fluff cake. I got this, I believe, last week as well. I believe maybe on the same day. I'm not 100% sure. I think I got this on the same day as the tart oil. And I'm not sure if these are already made or she make them. I think she makes them to order. I'm not 100% sure, but I think she makes them to order. I think I need to let these cure some more, because it did not perform well. I just got them, so it was kind of like a tester just to see how it would perform when you first get it. Again, most product makers, most vendors, wax vendors, will tell you to let the wax cure for at least 2 weeks, because I believe this is a para-soy blend as well. And I was able to smell some of the lemon cakiness of it, but it was very, very light. And about time I got up this morning, there was no scent in this, and I did use the whole scent shot. So I am going to let this sit for another couple of weeks and then try it again, maybe at the end of the month or sometime in September or whatever. So I'm going to let this cure some more. But if it could get a little bit stronger, it is a very nice scent. Y'all know I love anything lemon and cake. So I believe lemon fluff cake is a lemon marshmallow cake, birthday cake or cake. type of scent, which it does smell really good. But even on cold sniff, it was really, really light. And I thought that it would get stronger on warm, but it did not. So that's that. Then the Me Time Melt, I got this as a surprise birthday gift from the owner of Me Time Melts. This was watermelon bubblegum. It smelled really good on cold sniff. It was very strong. This is a 2-ounce scent shot. Yep, 2 ounces. I believe this is Parasoy as well. She is on Facebook. This was my first time trying anything from Me Time Melt. I put this in my 20-watt Glade warmer. I used this in my 18-watt Yankee candle and the tart oil in my 18-watt Yankee candle. Okay. And I used the front porch butterfly tart in the 20-watt Glade warmer. And so, yeah. So on back to this Me Time Melt watermelon bubblegum. It smelled just like watermelon bubblegum. It was a nice mix. It wasn't too much of the bubblegum and it wasn't too much of the watermelon, which I never mind too much of the watermelon. It's the bubblegum that I'm worried about, because I do like bubblegum, but when it's overpowering to me, I don't like it. I don't like straight up bubblegum. So it was a perfect mix, but for whatever reason, this did not do well in my bathroom. Again, I had just got these, so I'm not sure if she had just poured them. The rest of them, I am going to let them sit and cure for a while. They just may need more cure time, but the cold sniff, it was very strong. So I just had high hopes that it was going to throw pretty well. But again, they probably was just poured. I'm not 100% sure, but it did not. I didn't smell anything actually when I put this in the 20-watt Glade. So the rest of the melts, I'm going to let them sit as well for a couple of more weeks and see how they do, because the Serendipity, I wanted to melt last night, but I said I just wanted to do a tester first before I go melting them on before they are fully cured, if they were not fully cured and just poured. So that is my review on wax that I just received last week. And tar oil did very well from Front Porch. This one did very well, but just didn't like the scent after the banana kind of dissipated. These two need more time to cure. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please leave your comments in the box below. Don't forget to share the video on Google Plus and give me a thumbs up. Peace.